This is Dirty Story Night. It's competitive erotic fan fiction. Yup, exactly what that sounds like. So enjoy something that is for very, very mature audiences. Dirty Story Night is part of IABD Presents. That's Assault Venom Presents. You can check out the website at iabdpresents.com, which has all kinds of great programming, podcasts, written work, videos, more. I'd like you to go check out GOD is My BFF. They recently completed Season 3. And for a limited time, Season 3 is still available for free on the website. Season 1 is also available for free, so you can preview it before you decide if you want to jump in. Season 2 is available for purchase, and Season 3 is going to join it behind the paywall here real soon. So head over to IABD Presents and read this dark drama series about angels, demons? I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I hope you enjoy it. This week's story is brought to you by Samantha Stark. So please enjoy Sam's really, really wrong tale.
You are older than me.
Yeah, I just started with the first. Different names for it.
Okay. Quiet, please.
Attention on me.
Attention.
All right. Elvira, mistress of the fuck.
Yay!
Disclaimer! Elvira is one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm a huge fan of Cassandra Peterson. I hope if she ever hears this, she finds it humorous and won't want a restraining order against me. Because I want to wear her skin. I want to be her best friend. Oh, okay. So, it was a cool night and a dark, slender figure stood by a foggy lake, her skin glowing in the moonlight. The figure was standing in the middle of a pentagram, chanting softly to herself. Elvira, mistress of the dark, the queen of horror, summons her subjects, for on Halloween night she becomes Elvira, mistress of the fuck.
Yes, she does.
Her loyal monster appears before her. He is tall, broad, and strong. The top of his head is flat, and he does not speak. Oh, Frankenstein, I've been waiting all year for this, Elvira cooed. Frankenstein replied. This ritual takes place annually with the monster kings to ensure their loyalty to the ultimate queen. I know what you like, Frank. Come this way. She led him to the edge of a lake, and among a patch of daisies, there was a blanket, and Elvira got down on all fours, face down, ass up. Frankenstein slowly lifted her black dress up, and his large hands ripped off her pantyhose. One large finger ran up and down her dark lips, and it became wet, and with that finger, he plunged into her puckered portal.
He needs a visual impact.
There you go.
All we can see is his back.
Elvira gasped in surprise and pleasure as he spread her wide. And then he unleashed his monster cock. And by that, I mean literally a monster cock. The sensitive head was flat and the sides had bolts on it, just like his neck.
That's ribbon for no one's pleasure.
It is green and stitched at the side for her pleasure.
There we go.
The dense Mick, monster dick, plugged up her circle grave hole and the bolts pushed inside. Shut up! And the bolts plunged inside, mixing pain with pleasure. As he slammed in and out in a slow and rhythmic fashion, he got closer and closer to finishing. A flash of lightning struck Frank's neck bolts and went through to his cock bolts. And he held on to Elvira's waist as the electricity shot through her and her body convulsed wildly. Her eyes, nose, ears, and mouth lit up like a jack-o'-lantern.
She'd be dead.
She's the queen of horror. No, she wouldn't be.
Nathan.
Frankenstein was finished and gone. Until next year, old friend, she said to herself. From the distance, Elvira saw a shadow shambling towards her. It was the mummy. Also another silent type. She rolled over to her back and spread wide. The mummy silently dropped to his knees, and a wrapped piece of meat stuck out straight between his legs. As he tried to push inside of her queenly cave, poof! The wrapping unraveled, and it was nothing but dust.
It happens.
He was a mummy after all. Elvira rolled her eyes. Ugh, great, now I'm dry. Oh, Juice Boy, she sang. The mummy was never actually able to fuck her, but bless him, he tried. He disappeared, and Juice Boy appeared from the lake, also known as Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh my god.
He hovered his drooly lips over her dry pussy and dripped onto her. Thank you! His job was done, and she waved him away, and he sunk back into the lake. Her slender fingers rubbed the lubrication around her engorged clit as she waited for her most dangerous, yet favorite king. Elvira closed her eyes as she worked herself up for him. When she opened her eyes, there he was, standing in front of her. Dracula was surrounded by his cape, and the moon shone in his eyes. Hello, my queen. Join me, my king, she breathed. Oh, yes, your friend has been waiting. He threw off his cape with a dramatic flourish, the likes of which only Dracula is capable. In a flash... Just like that. In a flash, his Dracula-like member flew from his pants. Literally. The sides of his thick pant bat had small leathery wings.
I just got it. That's the flying prick.
Had small leathery wings on the sides, and the head was a tiny mouth with tiny teeth and tiny fangs. You're in luck this year, Dracula, Elvira said, as he looked down between her legs and saw a small white string dangling from her lagoon-juiced back cave. Exact reaction I wanted. Dracula's cock went crazy as he knelt in front of her, and the small dick bat mouth reached out for the string and pulled and sucked on it so hard it turned white again. It could probably be reused.
Stop.
It's just like Kool-Aid.
Dracula entered her hard and fast, literally earning his red wings.
And there goes the seal.
Not done yet.
Not too loudly.
With every thrust, the small vampire mouth got a mouthful of blood, swallowing it so hard that Elvira began to get lightheaded. Behind them, the fog clears to reveal a sign that says Camp Crystal Lake. A hard footfall sounded in the distance. Both were in such ecstasy that neither of them noticed. A machete came up and beheaded Dracula in one swipe, and the next swipe took off Elvira's head. Jason walked back into the fog and searched for more people to kill. Everyone knows if you fuck at Camp Crystal Lake, you die.
That's my God.
Joseph.
Just Sam.
That's
Use that tampon. I had trouble writing it. I was like, this is
with the wild.